Mili is a nursing graduate living with her father, an insurance agent. She wants to go to Canada for higher studies and get a job. For that purpose, she is preparing for International English Language Testing System to improve her English. She also works part-time as an employee with a fast food chain in Dehradun. She knows about her father's health, which is not good, and tries to stop him from smoking. She visits her uncle's house, which lives in the neighborhood, to check his grandmother's health. She tries to convince her that she can do a job here and there is no need to go abroad, but she replies that she will earn good money there. She goes to an English academy with her father on a motorcycle, where she argues with him that she is going abroad to earn good money. She gives him instructions for taking medicines on time, whereas her father is not much happy with her decision to go to Canada. After the academy, she goes to her job and then to the cinema with her father, where she meets Samir, who asks her for forgiveness. Mili is in a relationship with Samir, who has supported her dream. She spends time with him and forces him to apply for a job, but Samir needs to be more careful. She passes her International English Language Testing System exams and informs Samir about that. He is initially upset about Mili moving to another country, but is aware that it is for their future that she is taking this step. Mili comes back from work when she sees her father smoking secretly. She upsets and stops him from smoking, but her father makes a promise that he will not smoke again. Samir got a job in Delhi and is now moving to Delhi. He informs Mili about the job she is thrilled about after learning. She meets him to celebrate the news of his new job. She tells him that she will discuss her relationship with her father. Her father is unaware of the relationship, but Mili is sure her father will not object to it. On their way home, Samir and Mili are stopped by the police at night and are initially fined for not wearing a helmet, but soon they find out that Samir is under the influence of alcohol. Police investigate their relationship and ask Mili for his father's number. Both are taken to the nearby police station. Police call Mili's father to the police station, and sub-inspector starts lecturing Mili's father on how girls should not be let out with boys like Samir who don't have a good family background. Mili's father is upset at the events that transpired at the police station. He is shocked after learning his daughter has a boyfriend. Mili tries to talk to him, but he starts giving the silent treatment despite her attempt to convey her side of the story. Mili is upset, and when she goes to work, her boss is angry and yells at her because of Mili's carelessness. Some rats destroy the food in the freezer. Mili has not spoken to Samir since the previous day's incident at the police station. Mili is worried about interacting with her father. Samir calls her, but she does not pick up her call. Samir comes to his workplace and asks for forgiveness and tells her that tonight he is going to Delhi, but she is not ready to forgive him and refuses to speak with her. Mili's boss sees her talking with Samir and again insults her, which Samir does not like. Mili's colleague tells her that she should focus on her plan of going abroad because Samir is careless. Mili is upset and sitting at her workplace late at night. She does not dare to face her father, but her colleague and good friend convince her to speak to her dad. She plans to go home. She was moving out when her colleagues gave her some frozen meat boxes for the restaurant to store in the refrigerator room. The restaurant manager is unaware that Mili is inside the freezer, as he notices she punched out just a few minutes before he did. He closes the restaurant and locks the freezer. Mili is stuck inside the freezer and shocked by her circumstances. Her father was waiting for her outside the home and worried. He called her Callie, but she also didn't know about her. She calls another colleague and asks them about Mili and learns that Mili leaves the restaurant at last. She informs Mili's father, who starts searching for Mili everywhere in the city. Mili initially uses the usual technique of banging the door using heavy metal items, but the soundproof nature of the freezer does not help her. She waits for the remaining offices in the building to close, and when people come out of their offices she shouts for help, but no one hears her sound. She tears the clothes in her bag and uses them as a cover to not let the fingers of her hands and legs freeze. Mili's father and uncle go to the police station to complain that their daughter is missing. He is faced by a sub-inspector who taunts him, makes insulting comments about his daughter, and does not help them. He gives them Samir's address and asks them to go there and ask Samir about the Mili. According to the sub-inspector, Mili is with Samir. Her father does not want to go there because she trusts her daughter, but Mili's uncle convinces him that it might be possible for Samir to know something about her, and they go there, but her mother tells them that Samir has left for Delhi. Mili gathers some courage to make sure she survives the long night ahead. She tries to close the air conditioner vent by the chicken boxes, but she fails and injures her ankle. The falling temperatures are not helping her, but she starts finding solutions to keep herself warm. She soon discovers her father's lighter, which helps her burn pages of her International English Language Testing System books, but she soon realizes it will create a suffocating situation for herself. She finds herself trapped in the company of a tiny mouse looking for warmth. Mili hides the tiny mouse inside her bag, but the tiny animal soon dies. Mili's skin becomes stuck to the frozen floor, bruising her arm. Mili wraps herself in cellophane paper to keep warm, but she soon collapses from exertion and extreme cold. Samir's mother calls him and informs him about Mili's disappearance. He comes back to Mili's house where her father shouts at him, but he tells them that he does not know where she is. They took him to the police station. Sub-inspector, instead of helping them, starts harassing Samir. Meanwhile, Inspector walks into the situation to assist them. He orders Sub-inspector to contact the cyber cell to locate the mobile phone's last location. Sub-inspector sets aside that information on purpose as morning approaches. Mili's father is outside the mall where she works, and the morning shift security guard informs Mili's father that he did not see their daughter leave the mall. Her father runs to the mall to find Mili. One policeman secretly sends Mili's location from Sub-inspector's cell phone to his inspector boss when he is busy beating the prisoner. Inspector drives to the mall after getting information about the last location. Samir discovers from her colleagues that Mili is trapped inside the freezer. They drive her bike to the mall, but on the way he has an accident with the car, but fortunately he does not get many injuries. They all reach the mall and rush to her aid. Opening the freezer, they discover her unconscious and wrapped in cellophane sheets. At first, they thought she was dead and started crawling, but they discovered she was alive. She was taken to the hospital to be treated for hypothermia. The security guard informs Mili's father that he only recognizes her from the crowd because she is the only one who smiles at him. Mili's father is happy to see Samir's love and care for his daughter. Mili wakes up and sees her father and Samir talking to each other. She feels happy and tells them that she is not going to Canada and will live with them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on the notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.